Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Spirits in the Studio. I'm Nancy, and I create portraits that explore the relationships between people, power animals, sacred botanicals, and the higher self. Today I wanted to talk about my latest portrait of Power Animal Coyote. I'll get myself out of the way here, give you a little better look. So there he is, looking very pensive, a little bit sad, thoughtful, serene, a variety of things. And I'll go into that in this deep dive. Also, before I forget, if you like this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps my channel. So for starters, I was inspired to paint coyote because I live in the American Southwest and there's lots of them around. I hear them howling at night. Sometimes they sound very nearby, just over the wall of my backyard. Sometimes it sounds like they're in my backyard, which is a little bit scary because I have a small dog, although she sleeps inside at night. Sometimes I'll be walking her though in broad daylight in a neighborhood street and a coyote will pop out and just trot along like he has somewhere to be. He keeps moving, turns a corner, goes into a wash, and disappears. In general, Native Americans held coyote in very high regard because of this animal's ability to adapt and survive in a variety of landscapes and under a variety of circumstances. When I channeled coyote, I got kind of a disturbing vision. One came forward and was panting and looked scared, like it had to stop running because if it didn't, his heart would explode. But the eyes were unfocused and full of adrenaline. That came to make more sense as I did a little more research about coyote. Although the Native Americans respected him, the European settlers who came to North America generally did not. In fact, I have a quote from Mark Twain, which came to represent a common attitude towards coyotes. It's taken from his book Roughing It, which he wrote in 1872. Here it is. He is so spiritless and cowardly that even while his exposed teeth are pretending a threat, the rest of his face is apologizing for it. And he is so homely, so scrawny and ribby and coarse-haired and pitiful. That's just one of the nasty things Mark Twain wrote about coyotes. And I admit I've seen many that don't look so good, but I would never disrespect this animal or the archetypal power animal. Sadly though, a government agency called the Bureau of Biological Survey was created, and between 1947 and 56, it was assigned the task of eradicating or trying to eradicate coyotes, and it killed about 6.5 million of them, which is just awful, mostly by poisoning. So I think my channeling, the coyotes that came forward for that was trying to show me some of that sad history. And I don't want to dwell on that because coyote doesn't either as a power animal. Some of the strengths from its bag of medicine that coyote would like to pass on to us or lend to us if we need them are mental flexibility in order to experiment and be adaptable, the strength to keep moving when things are hard. Independence. Coyote is a very solo animal, although it does sometimes operate within a pack. It doesn't need to, which has helped it survive. And coyotes have a sense of humor. They would like us to enjoy our gifts and skills, to play the trickster if you can, as Coyote does, and enjoy it. Don't take life too seriously. If you would like more about Coyote, I wrote a deeper deep dive that is posted on my Substack, and I'll put the link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, may your power animals be with you.